Arnold, the co-founder of the New ABC. We are in this episode 13 of the New ABC show. And today we will ask you one question: what difficulty have you experienced in seeing the impact? It's a good question as we are in the climate change week. So maybe Arnold, you would like to start by answering this question.
Yeah, well, I had prepared a different answer, but I will go with your climate change example.
Yeah.
I think this Sunday I did attend the climate march here in Budapest, and I had expected that there would be thousands and thousands of people attending, but when I was there were only something like 10 people, but in the end there was something like 500 people, which according to Hungarian perspective was really, really very good.
Yeah.
But if you compare it to another city like Melbourne, where I believe there were 60,000 people, it's a bit different, but it's also an indication of how people are concerned about these things, or how much are they experiencing things at a personal level. If you talk about seeing the impact, it is also, well, if I don't see the impact, or seeing or even feeling or experiencing the impact, I might consider that it's not there.
Yeah.
But that would be a very limited local view. So if I indeed would have a Budapest view, well, I think the summer here was extremely hot, but if I look now, it's like, it's okay. And I think so then you might say, well, what is wrong? There's nothing wrong. Which is totally different if you live in Bangladesh and half of the year your land is flooded, and you cannot grow as a farmer, you cannot grow your vegetables or your corn or whatever. So seeing the impact is I think you cannot see it, and you cannot see the impact if you have a very narrow view of your own circumstances.
That's
you
it.
start to see the impact when you open up, and when you really see things more in a global perspective.
So yeah, you need to experience it through event like yourself. You had this climate change march in Budapest this week, and also just by widening, as you said, your eyes, your mind, even your heart, with other people, events, I don't know, activities. Otherwise, as you said, it's just this narrow view or mindset, and it's just local things that you are exploring, and not global events or actions.
Yeah, absolutely. So seeing the impact is one to detach and see what is happening, not only in my street or in my house, but really see that we're all connected. We're all connected as human beings. We're connected with nature, and that we see also the bigger picture, as we discussed before.
Yeah, and as you often said, we are also global citizens, not just local citizens. So how we can contribute to any main global challenge, at the same time also add our take on some main global challenge, if we can, and if we are keen to do so on some specific topic, because we cannot share our opinion or take on 20 topics, for instance, but some of them we can.
Yeah, but that is why we also are organizing our webinars. We had last Saturday our webinar around Heike. He presented about the artificial intelligence and robotization, and we get a lot of interest, and people are really excited about it, and to learn from Heike, and to see what it means to us individually, because I think it's always both. It's like, what is the bigger picture, and how does it influence me, and what's happening in me, and what's happening in the bigger picture. So I think it's a continuous iteration between me and the larger scope. And I think the quality was very high, and people really expressed that they loved it. Especially a big thank you to our community in Morocco, who were watching with a group of people together in the same room when they were attending. So we really, really appreciate that.
Yeah, we are grateful, and we have a next webinar next week on Saturday. on topic that you can just introduce, maybe.
Yeah, giving sustenance to refugees. Well, it's at least in Europe. Well, not only in Europe, but in Europe is now a very, very big topic, and we're very happy that Mario will help us in well, looking at it in a way from her many years of experience in working with refugees in our country and abroad, and I'm really looking forward to that.
Yeah, absolutely. Me too. So we will share soon this blog post and also how you can save your seat for this webinar with Mario. And again, it's next, not this Saturday, but next week on Saturday at 10:30 a.m. CET. And it will be through public Google Hangout, simple as that.
Yeah.
So you had also a meetup with Mukesh and Tamas this week in Budapest.
Yeah, well, as we started as the new ABC, we started our own meetup called the New Worker Meetup, because we want to focus for that meetup on workers. And it's incredible because we started this group, what is it, 3 weeks ago, and we are already fully booked. Yes, we have 50 members, and that's the limit which we have kind of financially, and it's fully booked, which is, I think, incredible after just 3 weeks. And in our first meetup, some 15 people showed up, which is also, I think, very good.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And Mukesh shared his experience about the coaching and learning program which we did over the summer, which was really good because he really people really noticed that he shared from his heart. So
I noticed that too. Yeah, the recording.
So that was really very good. And I did give a presentation what is happening in the world from moving from the industrial age to the connection age, and what does it mean? Well, in essence, it means that we have to learn life skills and new knowledge continuously, and that if we don't do that, well, I think we have a problem. So that is what I tried to create, that awareness.
Yeah, how to cope with changes in work and society.
Yeah.
And again, I saw the recording of your talk and Mukesh talk and some question of the participant. Indeed, it was really good. And again, I guess that you trigger some awareness of this connection age for the participant. And Mukesh did well too because he shared how he learned these life skills, or how he keep learning these life skills on his own and with us in his workplace, but also in our global community. So again, we will have another meetup in next January. We will keep you post more on that. We already have some speakers for this second meetup in Budapest. Still in this nice and lovely cafe in Budapest, right?
Yeah, absolutely, with our new friend Gabriel. So that's all working out very well. So we're really happy. Also this week we have been working quite hard on building a proposal for helping the Pest County, the local state here, in order to, because one of the main problems is that when young folks when they finish school or education or university, they leave the area, they go to Budapest or abroad, and then they're gone, which has a very negative influence on the economic and social climate in the country. So we have been asked to help with teaching and our life skills and doing a project there in order to give people more, I would say, arguments and that they want to stay there, and that it's a very nice and very good environment to stay. So we have been working very hard this week to build a project proposal, which is extremely exciting because it is a very huge project, and at the same time it's very worthwhile because it's very important that you vitalize certain parts of the country which otherwise will decline very rapidly. Yeah,
making we are talking well about the climate change conference this week. They have today a mayor in Paris who are all from around the world, and they are talking about climate change, but also how to make their city or their county attractive, and it's through initiative from businesses, institutions, schools, many stakeholders that you can help have an impact for citizens, for young citizens, young workers or even from any age, But again, who will do these meaningful and impactful activities? That could be us or other organization. But again, we need program for that, and we need facilitators and a whole team for facilitating this new way of working. Simple as that.
Yeah, and at the same time make it meaningful and fun and exciting, and that is something which we're clearly working on. So this is a really exciting project. At the same, to link it with it, I've been speaking with our partner Binovative, which provides an innovation, very high-tech innovation tool to help especially people brainstorming. And also in this project, we're partnering with them to include this high-tech tool in the proposal, but also on other areas where we can collaborate, because they focus on, I would say, the professional side of innovation, and we focus on the life skills of people to be entrepreneurial and more innovative. So that's a nice blend, and it's a nice way of working together, and it's really fun of working with these folks. So that is another exciting development this week.
Absolutely. They have even an app on Android and iOS platform. So that's what, again, young students, young workers need. They are doing things and learning on the go. Simple as that.
Yeah. So we also continuously, especially Tamas is working on our website. It's there's proven to be some technology challenges in using certain languages, WordPress and things like that. But Tamas has now everything under control. So I expect things to be ready very, very soon, and that is really, really exciting news.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Also, as we are now running these awareness sessions, either through webinars or through meetups, and we're continuously looking for new speakers, but that is progressing as well very easily. People are volunteering, and I approach people, and people love to do these things. So we're really excited about it. We'll keep it still a secret because we want it to be a surprise to you guys. But already we get something like 3, 4, or 5 people lined up. So that's but that's also a good sign, I think, Rotana, that people love to contribute. So it's not that, oh no, I'm busy, I have no time. They immediately say yes.
Yeah, because it starts with their heart, their passions, and it's on different topic this January that we will introduce soon. But keep it secret at that moment.
Yeah. Okay, last but certainly not least, we have been discussing about how to position the new ABC in the sense of, are we, well, of course we are a startup, but are we a for-profit? Are we a social enterprise? Are we a non-profit? How to do that? We haven't had that discussion because we wanted to see how things work out before we have that discussion. So I think it's now the right time, and you and I clearly are focusing towards a non-profit because that makes us in a much stronger position, because we want to be the institute, the global platform for learning life skills, and that makes it much easier. So that, at least makes me feel good. How do you feel about that, Rotana?
I feel that is also the right path that we are taking. And again, I was reading this report from Forbes Insights and BNP Wealth Management on what are the main trends and practices of philanthropy, on a global level. And they say that healthcare is the number one causes that they support. There is another second one, and the third one is education. And again, it's not just about money, it's because they want to support any citizen in the world for having a right and a meaningful and useful education, not just the one that the institution can bring. It can be teaching life skills, of course, as we are promoting and advancing, but at the same time, they are open to just help any startups or organization who are bringing on the table game-changing practices or approaches. So my hunch is that, of course, we will dig more this path and see what will be as simple as that the results. We don't know yet, but I feel that it's again the right path, because again, we are talking not just about a certain type of worker or from any age, from a certain age. We are talking about citizens. So it can be people from Africa to Brazil to Europe. So again, how you can reach millions of people by getting funded and also having these meaningful actions and not just being, I'm putting quote on that, traditional business.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So also in this respect, we want to become game changing, so that we will keep on working and keep you guys updated. So I think that was it. There a lot of exciting news this week, and we're really looking forward to another meaningful week. And we'll speak to you soon.
Speak soon. Have a great weekend all.
Okay,
Bye-bye.
bye.